Welcome everybody, this is Gundam the 13th here with a new suit. We got the Gundam G07 or the 7th Gundam over here in general at 500 cost for ground and space. Actually ended up getting this on a single, the old Jenny Curse rearing its ugly head again here. But it does mean we can start checking this out. So the main gun, as you can imagine, is the 7th Gundam's rifle, G7 beam rifle. Still as potent as ever, but the other weird thing is that you can actually run the regular hyper bazooka on this thing. So I guess if you really are that pressed for just having another stun on this without having to charge or anything, you can. But I will say, this is a pretty potent rifle. Slaps pretty hard, has a good amount of accumulation on it, as you'll see when we get into practice, as well as having its own charge shot as well. Not bad heat rate on the 60. Going over here, we have 1950 on the power for its saber. Also, this is a 2 melee suit, by the way, so we do have dual sabers here. Interesting downswings on these. We'll see those when we get in there. The Vulcans on this actually pretty good. 40 out of 40 ammo, you do need half to get a stun on these. 175 decent firing rate. Moving on, we had the grenade launcher, which I'm pretty sure this is something else that the Mark II should probably have, because it does have a grenade launcher and other iterations of itself on top of the goop. But that's another thing entirely. We do have another stun here, and it has its own beam spotter as well. So you can do several things here. You can legit go charge shot into this, or you can do single shot into the beam gun, because it also has a really good accumulation in order to get something. So sort of an Alex situation there. Not bad overall with this kit. This is a really strange suit just because they had the concept of it wanting to do a lot of midlining stuff with the extra sub-weapons that it has, but as we'll see when we look into the stats here, a lot less geared into range as opposed to melee. They do want you to try to get in there and get those downswings in and all that good stuff. So, 500 suit. 15k health here. Going down these stats, we got ballistic at 17, beam resistance at 19, melee resistance at 18, range strength at 15, melee strength at 35, movement speed at 135, top speed at 210, thruster gauge at 65, turning speed at 60. Part slots are 14, 13, and 9 from close, medium, and long. It has 2 priority compatibility for space. And going down the skills here, we have Emergency Evasion System level 1, Anti-Blast Stabilizer level 1, Flight Control Program level 2, High Performance Balancer level 1, High Spec AMAC level 2, Force Injector level 2, Melee Combo Controller level 1, High Performance Radar level 1, Shield Tackle level 1, and EX Boost level 3. So you can get multiple tackles and all that good stuff, or rolls for 20 seconds. We're gonna, when we go into practice, we're going to see how much, or see if we can tell how much it actually shaves off when we do similar rolls. But backing out a little bit, let's check out the enhancement list here. So we got armor reinforcement for +1 to anti-beam, +1 to melee, plus 100 to shield HP, and an expansion way at the end here at 1830. Going to 1200 shield HP for the first unlock, and the second unlock is +5 to melee modifier. So overall, nothing super crazy on this. Also keep in mind that this does not have maneuver armor, although that has been an interesting sticking point for this. There's a lot of suits at this cost, and even in baseline that don't, but you do have, you know, Hazel Custom does have it. It is through a shield gimmick, but it is a thing. The Camphor also does have that going on. The interesting thing is that a lot of the, when I was looking at these, a lot of the Gelgoos don't. I'm actually gonna look at something else real quick. Yeah, the Gyaradoga does. Gyaradoga does, while also having a heavy stagger and 2 melee, and also having the Sturmfall. So this is competing with a lot of interesting stuff that is a little bit strange. This feels like a suit that probably should have been released at least a couple years ago. Definitely should have been the lead up into the Full Armor 7th release as well. And it's just, it's nice that it's here. It's just a little bit odd. Bit of an odd duck. We're gonna get in here and check it out though through our practice round. because despite it being a little bit odd, I do like it. And this is something that we used to joke about on the podcast existing at some point in the future, and it's a little bit satisfying to see it here. That's a common theme with a lot of these suit drops in GBO2. It's satisfying to just see them get that recognition and generally just exist in some sort of space, right? So, right out of the gate, let's try to show off this into, like, literally just shot into 2 with that spotter. Typical Alex business. And then if you see here, I actually do have it on the X. I know my head's blocking it a little bit, but so for the actual spotter itself, you're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots with that. And as you said here, and I'll 20 on the dot for that for the Vulcans. Not bad at all. And now let's get into the melee a little bit, because you know this is just an instant stagger. Not super crazy splash on that. Keep that in mind at the very least. So typical stuff here. Got some decent range on that neutral. I think that's a little bit more funky than normal. But one kind of fun thing is that this is the chop. So for anyone who's familiar with the downswing on the actual full armor, I think that's actually the same. But then we get into this. So that's a big clear there. In fact, I wonder how far that reaches. That's kind of gross. Quick chops that way, and then we get into the downswing for this. Weird twirly shitter. So a neutral spin into a forward stab with like next to no momentum, as you can see there, but also puts them through the blender. One thing to keep in mind as well is that this readies up a little bit slower when you're trying to go between these two. It's a little bit harder to go downswing into downswing, and of course, we can get into the EX boost. So it seems like it's shaving off maybe 3 or 4 seconds each time, and if you do them very rapidly, you can get out at least maybe 3 or 4 rolls when you're doing that. For the EX boost level 3, 3K15 on this raid for that full shot. The regular 2134 for the rifle. Actually, so overall, not bad. I do feel like in a lot of cases when I'm seeing people do some crazy pursuit with this thing, I think they are just taking advantage of that time on the EX just without like tackling your boosting or whatever. This thing does have a decent amount of. It's actually really funny to see all those thrusters in the back, because I think the G3 had 2 after the regular Gundam had 1, and it's just like, oh, it's so fast, damn. But it really is just like a slightly jacked like regular Gundam, because this is like before the rest of the GPs as well. That's just the kind of place that this is in. And as you can tell, the shield on this, because of where it's at in the timeline, is very, very G-line-ish, because this is around the time of all that development as well. But pretty neat. Overall, it doesn't do a lot of crazy damage to this for the base, but it can get the last pip if you really need it. Honestly, you almost want to just do this for the extra time to get into the downswing for the other one. But I don't know why I'm yelling so much, by the way. Sorry about that. We did get some matches in this. I'm gonna be honest with you, there's a lot of instances when we're trying to throw down in this thing where like I'm thirsting for some melee, I'm trying to get in there, and it just ends up being reduced to us going in for a lot of midliney stuff. This does have some chunk, and we're gonna put at least some examples. One thing I want to try to do, I'm not gonna do it on this one, but I do want to try to figure out a situation where we can. It's just doing some clips in instances as opposed to a full match. Maybe I'll try to do an alternate for this as well. But for now, we're gonna show off the usual example match for the 7th Gundam right around here. One more again. Double down super rapid fire. Oh god. No front line. Yay. Watch it with the R word, by the way. Jesus Christ. Where are you? No, let me do it. I actually can't do it while I'm charging. I feel like, is it? Well, you know what it is. The camphor doesn't have anything that it can hold down, so that's why I'm like baffled by it. Dude, shit is not looking too great right now. Is that the No. Oh god, no. I did not have the kind of reach I thought it did. Oh, that is also not a Fetty swing. I forgot it's a choppy. So I was staying back the whole time.
Pick where and how you'll sort. We captured a beacon.
Because, I mean, staying close to each other is one thing, but if they're not actually properly responding to anything or aren't in a spot where they can actually do anything, then there's no point. They have to be like a minimum of somewhere where their missiles can actually reach anything at a decent speed. Not just at like max rifle range or whatever. Oh, bro. Oh my god. Oh, my leggies. Ah. Oh, but your leggies. Give me up, please. It's a little bit early on the plant, by the way. Not super necessary. Does not have a lot of fucking wiggle room. Oh god. Oh, hold on. Hold the phone. No. I got sneezed on. All those. Vertus Fancel with the Epic Cyber Mage on the field. Thank you very much. Oh god. Ooh, one.
We captured a beacon.
Ooh, you're not in a good spot. You need to not be there anymore.
Good luck.
Oh, we also don't have another forward point here. Ooh, my lord. Oh, I didn't have enough of the fucking triangle counter. That also have DC on it, right? Oh god. I will say, I kind of wish that that missile had a little bit more radius on it. That shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No.
Your ally's been knocked out.
Ooh, shields are gone.
An ally has destroyed an enemy. Your ally's been knocked out.
Yeah, we go.
Your ally's been knocked out. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
There we go.
2 minutes left in the mission. Base has just jumped up in priority.
Oh,
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
good.
This damage
That shit.
shouldn't affect
Yeah.
your ally's
Nah, I got my shield, senpai. Ah!
ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Okay, I don't know why. What am I doing here? Oh, good. Woo. Well,
An 1 minute remaining.
yeah. Did he get him? No. Damn. Oh, come on. No. Oh. That's the worst.
Mobile suit.
Oh, that TR's not down yet. Hmm.
Your ally's been
Oh,
knocked
that Stark finally started to get tapped for a second.
Good luck! Your ally's been knocked out! An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit!
Ah, shit.
Your ally's been knocked out!
Whoa.
Time has run out!
Yeah, I know.
This damage shouldn't affect
Man, they fucking got schmixed before I could even reach. So I think in that situation, it might have been better to just hit our EX boost to make up the distance a little bit faster. But even so, like, it was pretty much done by then anyway. Well, that would fucking explain it. Not only was I lower on the end, but it fucking
Here,
put me against first. That's nice. And that was our round in the 7th Gundam. So we did get a few of them. We tried to go for like at least four rounds. Some of them were okay. Others had decent examples while also not having the best overall performance. I don't want to say right out of the gate that this is a kind of a middling suit. I think it does have its applications. I do think that it's fun that it's in the game. Are there other suits that do what it does a little bit better while having, you know, the same, if not maybe a little bit more utility in terms of their kits? Sure. But is that to say that this doesn't have its own merits, considering kind of the way the melee behaves and some of the other stuff going on with it? Absolutely not. Like, this is still a solid suit. This is a suit that I wouldn't really be particularly mad at seeing on the roster or on my comp. Especially when you think about some of the crazier level boosted stuff that's going on around here, regular Gundam, blah blah blah. You could do worse. I feel kind of that way about the GPU itself, or the GP00. kind of feels like a similar vein to that. And I'm just glad it's here. So I do want to try to get some more matches in this. There's a little less consequence to me messing around since I am on my ult account when I'm doing this, since I didn't actually get it on Gus. But hopefully I'll get some other matches in there to show off in the future. So if you have been looking forward to this, I will say you'll be able to manage in it. I wouldn't say this is something that you should wail super hard for. And the interesting thing to note is that the next client match is actually on console is actually going to be another 500, which makes me wonder if we're genuinely going to get another 500 seed or if this is going to be an off week. But either way, it will be interesting to see what else they'll throw down. I'm thinking we might get a support, but we'll just have to see. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys actually got the 7th, how you've been liking it and all that good stuff. And until next time, this is Gundam the 13th. I'll talk to y'all in the next one.